Beginning tonight, LeVar Burton will be guest hosting the show for an entire week. And joining us right before he starts off from his home in Los Angeles is my friend LeVar Burton. Congratulations on this. Okay, I love the beard. I love the look. Are you ready?
I hope so. I mean, Tamron, I will be honest with you when I say that it was the scariest thing I've ever done. I am not lying. It was petrifying. Alex made that job look so easy, and believe me, it is not.
No, listen, that's why he's the greatest and was the greatest at it.
Yeah.
And so for you, clearly the fans recognized that you could do the job. I was one of the ones, me, Questlove, all retweeted the petition for folks to sign. When did you first hear about this petition and how it was picking up steam?
It was brought to my attention on Twitter that there was this petition and people were signing it in droves, and it started off, kind of, slowly, and then it just started picking up momentum, and by the end, by the time the Jeopardy producers reached out, there were over 250,000 signatures on this thing, which is crazy.
I got to tell you, I know already that you're going to be an amazing host, but what kind of contestant would you be? Because they've asked me occasionally to go on, like, can you go on Celebrity Jeopardy? I'm like, no, I'm not going to be humiliated on national TV. What kind of contestant are you?
Well, I actually won on Celebrity Jeopardy.
You did? I did not know that.
I did. Charles de Gaulle. I will never forget. Charles de Gaulle was the answer in Final Jeopardy, and I got it right and won my match.
Okay,
So,
which do you prefer then, hosting or being a contestant?
I think that having the job of hosting Jeopardy for me it just feels like a natural progression. It sort of encompasses almost everything that I've been about for the last 45 years of my career. It just seems like a good fit to me.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's why that's why I was so public about it. I mean, it could have backfired, but I felt like if I didn't do everything I could to advocate for the job, that I would never forgive myself. So I took a risk and was very, very public about wanting the job.
I know that people are always asking about a reboot of everything that you've been part of. Reading Rainbow is one of them. Star Trek, what's going on here? We want to just keep you on TV and busy forever.
Well, we did the reboot of Reading Rainbow for the digital generation, and that's that we're able to put that in the hands of Reading is Fundamental as their digital strategy to deliver books to kids. I think that the thing that I really regret is that we didn't in the Next Generation cast have an opportunity to go out consciously. So if there was ever an opportunity to put the band back together again, I'd be down for that.
You'd be down to get you gave me goosebumps with that. How do you see it all playing out?
Well, I don't know. I mean, there's Patrick's doing a show called Picard on CBS Plus, and I gotta figure he still knows those people, and they're still a part of his life. So, who knows?
All right. Whenever you say something, there becomes a petition. So you put it out there with Jeopardy. Now you're going to put a petition out there with Star Trek, the band back together.
Petitions, please.
No, I'm here for the Star Trek reunion, and I say start the petition. I will sign it. You still encourage people to read. You've got the podcast, LeVar Burton Reads, as well as a new book club. The podcast, it's just hearing the stories and hearing you read the stories. What does that do for you to still connect with listeners in that way?
Reading aloud is one of my favorite ways of storytelling. And doing the podcast where I read a short story in every episode. I introduce it, I read the story, and then I do sort of what I call a little epistle at the end, a little postscript. It gives me an opportunity to maintain contact with your generation, the adults now who grew up on Reading Rainbow. And I'm still relating to them around the written word and sharing stories with them. And I love it, and they seem to love it too. I have such a good time in the studio recording these stories, and it brings me great joy. and I'm glad that it makes some other folks happy as well.
Well, listen, it always makes me happy to talk to you, and I have to do it because I'm your friend and I can say it. You are one handsome fella, and that beard is rocking. I mean, come on. Not since Ron Isley broke the internet with his beard.
Now, that is high praise indeed.
Well, you deserve it, friend. Thank you, LeVar. Make sure to watch LeVar this week as he guest hosts Jeopardy.